And I eat generally somewhat healthy, but I have death farts.
I know. Well,
Almost to the point, like, if I have a girlfriend or something, I'd just pretend to go to the bathroom and fart.
yeah.
I'd be embarrassed of how bad it smells.
That's a smart way to do it, though. Oh, fuck ankle biters, man. I hate these things. I'm gonna get a skill point, though. So, I don't think I've actually gotten any skill points. I've been purposely, like, ignoring them because I don't care. Fuck these guys. I hate these guys. Okay.
Well, skill points seem like they'd be beneficial. Why are you ignoring them?
Well, because they don't do anything other than unlock, like, endgame extras, like making everybody's head big or
Okay.
something stupid like that. But I need to get a skill point in order to get a gold bolt. So, you'll see me get one here.
And you just run in circles killing these idiots?
Pretty much.
So, like, kill 100 enemies?
No. It's kill all the ankle biters in an area. In this area specifically. Because you think they're never going to stop spawning. Just by the way they're behaving
Okay, just the wave after wave after wave.
Yeah. See? I just earned a skill point.
Boom.
Yeah. Now, when I was a kid, before I had beaten the game, when I first saw that message, I was like, what does that mean? And I couldn't find anything.
How to use the skill point?
Well, yeah, I couldn't find anything in the game, like, in the pause menu relating to it or something. So, like, I thought I had imagined it, maybe. I don't know, man.
The game fucking with your reality.
Yeah. One gold bolt.
One down, many to go.
There's only one more on this planet.
Nice.
And it's in an area that I hate. So, I don't know.
Yeah, speaking of hate, another Ice World.
Yeah, this one's not as bad.
Well, he doesn't, like, his little kitty paws seem way better on ice than
Yeah.
Vex's.
Well, there's no slip and sliding right now.
Is there any slip and sliding?
There's a bit of it. Up around that way, and I can't go behind me right now, so there's 3 areas to explore here. Yeah, that's the one I want to go to. Okay, got it. I'm not falling for that. Yep. Blaster's pretty strong, at least.
Yeah, it
You
is.
know?
I miss cartoony games. I find the newest generation of games has gone very realistic versus cartoony fun.
Cartoony fun's always appreciated, man.
Like when they did Plants vs. Zombies and it turned out to be a huge
yeah.
hit and they were just like, oh, cartoony Battlefield is more popular than Battlefield.
Yeah.
Because kids and adults will play it.
You know, I wouldn't mind playing Plants vs. Zombies, like doing a run-through on the show. But I do know that...
I like Garden Warfare. Like, those ones are my favorite, where it's pretty much Battlefield, but you're plants and zombies.
I've never
Not
played
the
it.
tower defense one.
Oh, okay. I like the tower defense one.
See, the other one, pretty much picture a first-person shooter.
Mm-hmm.
Or a shooter, not first-person, but of those characters. So it's essentially Battlefield, but you're the plants or the zombies.
Oh, okay.
And you take objectives. So the cactus is a sniper class.
Oh,
and you get
cool.
upgrades and shit, and you just fight on maps like different maps in the garden in suburbia and shit.
Dude, I'd be
really
down.
good game. Like,
I'd be super down.
it was better than Battlefield 1. Plants vs. Zombies 2.
Is it all multiplayer, though, or is there, like, a campaign to it?
There's a small campaign to it.
Not
but
enough to...
It's enough to keep you entertained for a week.
Oh, okay.
But then you have to join the multiplayer thing. And the multiplayer's fun enough where you can join and it's not overwhelming.
Yeah.
Because there's enough friendly people. There are a lot of dicks.
Yeah, there's always jerks.
But because it's a more kid-friendly game, people are a little less aggressive.
Okay, that's good.
Which is weird, I found. Like, usually people are just dicks to be dicks.
Mm-hmm.
But in this game, people are just more willing to cooperate.
That's good.
Which it's not as troll-like of a online base.
And, I mean, people...
Not like Ark.
Yeah. People troll all the time in,
Everything. It's what people do. In life, people will want to troll you.
Yeah. TF2. People will troll by, like... They'll make an autistic joke, and that's usually the TF2 go-to for trolling.
Really?
Yeah.
I used to work at Home Depot.
Yeah.
And because the general manager was, quote-unquote, so good with math and numbers, but not good with people,
Yeah.
I told everyone he was autistic. Clearly, look at him.
And they all bought it?
The rumor spread.
Oh, no.
I became the guy who convinced everyone that this guy was autistic. Oh,
So
man.
did everybody start, like, treating the boss differently?
No, but it was like that behind-the-back thing. They're like, yo, he might actually be autistic.
Oh, like nobody thought of it until you said it as a joke?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it just, like, wildfire. And I was like, oh, man. Hopefully
Yeah.
this doesn't get me in trouble, but... Whatever, this place fucking sucks.
My friend and I were responsible for something like that in grade 11. We had a math teacher. I can't remember her actual name now, but she walked past my friend one day to like answer a question that he had about the math problem. Sorry, he had a question about the math problem. So we asked her, and she came over, and she's explaining it to him, and he's like, and then she's like, "You got it?" And he was like, and she walked away, and he just goes, because she smelled so bad.
Oh, okay.
So, and to me that was hilarious. I start laughing, and she didn't understand why, and nobody told her. But there was like a couple days had gone by, and he was like, "Are you going to math today?" And I was like, "Yeah, are you?" And he's, "Oh, fuck's sake, that always happens." And
Could have stayed in like forever glitch there.
yeah. And so he was like, "Are you going to math today?" And I was like, "Yeah, are you?" And he's like, "Nah." And I was like, "Why not?" He's like, "I really don't like that teacher." I was like, "Oh, Miss Smells Like Shit?" Just as a joke.
Yeah.
He started laughing so hard at that he started to refer to our other the teacher as Miss Smells Like Shit, like to our other friends, and it caught on.
It became her nickname.
Yeah.
And you just pray she doesn't hear it, and like schools will do an investigation into that shit.
Yeah,
nowadays.
because it's like a serious bullying charge, like against a faculty member.
Right? Yeah.
And yeah, I know. And I don't think anyone ever said it to her face, but like I did hear another student at one point say, like, he was in the grade younger than me, like 1 or 2 grades. He said Miss Smells Like Shit. Like I just kind of heard him say it.
Yeah.
I was like, oh no.
See, I think it's funny that adults are just so anti-bullying, but even in schools today, kids are fucking kids. They're ruthless. They see a difference. They see that kid has like 1 pair of pants. They will tear into you for that difference. Well, and it's just kids. They're pack animals usually.
And that's the thing. Like, I never considered myself a bully because I would never like
you
beat
never
kids
shove
up.
the kid to the ground, slap him around, take his lunch money.
Yeah. But at the same time, there were kids I picked on, but I did it in like a way that I thought was funny. And it's like, hey, you guys are in on the joke, right? Like,
yeah,
because it's like I'm clearly still hanging out with you. But
oh,
like,
exactly. Like you always have that friend where like you'll make a joke at his purely expense, but it's understood that like we're just fucking around with you. And
yeah, like you're clearly our friend. That's why you're here. But like we are ripping on you. But it's like, I don't know, it took one kid who thought that I was actually, like, not his friend to, like, call me out on it. And I was like, oh, dude, my bad. I thought you were in on the joke, you know?
Damn, Vex has some tail. I keep thinking he's Vex now.
Yeah.
My brain sucks. Ratchet.
I don't like her face.
I don't like her voice. Honestly, everything else about her is fine.
I would love one.
That would be quite
yeah, that'd be.
for swimming underwater. Whatever.
2,000 bolts sold.
So now he has these weird. We're slowly destroying this poor robot.
Yeah.
Your craftsmanship is
I am so miserable, miss.
Mm-hmm.
jealous.
Please, where are my arms?
Well, are you gonna have other things for me? I don't need to know what the hydroprac
Gonna have
does.
Sweet Beaver.
Yeah, that's gross. She's a weird alien.
She's a weird beaver thing.
Yeah.
That's what you're getting.
So I know I said I would do everything on a planet. I'm going to, but there's one thing that I've wanted to do for a while, and now I can do it easier. So I'm gonna go do it right now, and then come back. How did I do that? You see that flip?
I saw the like side flip thing.
I don't know how I did it.
One of the best episodes of The Simpsons is 22 short stories.
Oh yeah, the Pulp Fiction like parody thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's not actually 21 or 22 short stories about Springfield. It's just an interconnected story of all the characters.
Mm-hmm.
And it just, the way it transitions is so well. Like when the bee flies and it turns into another story of Mr. Burns and Smithers trying to swat the bee.
Yeah.
I'm allergic to bees, sir. I'll get it. Drat, he's just smashing the bee into Smithers.
Very well, Smithers. I'll get you to the hospital. The only way I know how. Smithers, you bumbling idiot!
Right leg! On that pedal!
And like he collapses in front of the hospital. Dr. Nick walks over and he's like, "Oh my god, you need booze," and hands him change. Pew. I have 1 health, so I gotta be like mad careful. Oh, I've used one of these before. The
turret things?
Here we go. Pop, pop, pop. Oh, okay, that's not good. All right,
Destroy those turrets first.
that guy. Oh man, this is gonna take a while because there's gonna be.
Can it blow up your thing though?
Yeah, I've got HP down in the bottom.
Okay.
Yeah. There's too many helicopters.
I hate specific turret missions.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know. Like, you're getting shot from all angles and you just have to pick and choose which guys to
Yeah.
shoot.
I mean,
You have to play multiple times sometimes just to know who comes up first.
yeah, this
which one
might
to
take me
shoot.
2 tries because like, I can't even tell if those things are they gonna blow up anymore. Is that as? Oh, they do blow up some more.
right? You're right.
Oh, I see. The parts of the ship blow off as I blow up the turrets surrounding it. Okay. I'm gonna die though.
You still got a quarter just over your health.
All right.
It could be like what, you know, a lot of games with their health dynamics, they essentially like the first 99% of your health goes quicker than the last dying breath. It
Really?
gives
Is
you like
that
a
a thing?
quote unquote adrenaline rush. When you play Bioshock, what happens is enemies always miss their first shot at you. And that
Really?
just gives you a sense of atmosphere. Oh shit, I'm getting shot at. You panic. And then you turn, and that's when their accuracy improves a bit.
Is that actually true?
It's an actual thing. It's very widely known in Bioshock games.
I did not know that.
And when your health gets down to 1%, you sort of turn invincible for like a
couple
2 seconds.
frames.
Yeah. So it gives you that feeling that you're powering through, and then you take the health pack and you're back.
Oh.
So it's actually one of the most brilliant game designs to draw you into a game, and that's why Bioshock was so immersive.
Oh, you know what? That game did have like a super good setting.
It created an atmosphere like none others could, because it created this horror atmosphere where you don't die as easily in a horror game.
Yeah, that's what like took me out of Dead Space. I
You
didn't
died
like Dead
so
Space.
easily in Dead
Yeah.
Space. I remember that's what same thing with me in Dead Space. It was the hallway mission where you're anti-gravity
Yeah.
To destroy that
and you're just jumping around, then all of a sudden this thing just cuts me in half from behind.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, one-shot death. Again. Yay.
And the only weapon that was ever good in that game was the one where
Like, I wouldn't even be scared of a monster that when it touches me, I die. Because I'd just be like, I'm gonna run for as long as I can, then when it touches me, it wins.
yeah.
So I'll give up good run.
Well, the only good weapon in Dead Space I found was the one that like shot the saw blades or whatever.
Yeah.
And I had so many other weapons, but I was like, I'm not gonna use them. I'm dead. There's no point in using any of the other weapons, right?
It really felt like it. Unless you specifically needed it to unlock a door or something.
Or achievement.
Yeah.
Which a lot of those achievements were just do this with only this weapon or whatever.
Which is a lazy achievement.
Very lazy
Just
achievement.
makes you replay the game and with only one weapon. Fuck off.
Well, and see, achievements don't give you anything other than like a sense of pride. Like you're happy that you got the achievement because it was tough.
Yeah.
And just to make something tough for the sake of getting the achievement in itself is already like enough of a reward for the most part, but like it's always nice to get something extra.
Yeah, like a skin or something like that.
Yeah.
That was the best thing of Halo 3. Once you got all the achievements, you got a skin for your, you got the Hayabusa sword.
Yeah, or you would get like a helmet or
So when you saw
Yeah.
a character with the Hayabusa sword, you know they've played a shit ton of hours and that they're somewhat good.
yeah.
Because they've done all the achievements. So it's just that little fear factor of, oh, okay, this guy knows what he's doing. Missed a button.
I know. I saw it. I can still get it though. Yeah, did it.
Hot damn.
I just had to think for a sec.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Said
I don't know.
wall jump properly, son.
I was an achievement hunter for a while.
Really?
Like, yeah, I
Only
would...
when it mattered would I achievement hunt. And the only time it mattered was Halo when I wanted the fucking Hayabusa sword.
Really?
Yep.
I would do it just because I wanted to... to me, it was like, here's a way to experience the game in its fullest.
Okay, its
Right?
entirety, yeah.
Yeah, and the game that killed it for me was Assassin's Creed 2. You can get 100% like achievement rating without doing everything in the game.
Really?
Yeah, and so I was like, oh wait, after I'd done that and I hit like 50,000 gamer score or something, I was like, that kind of, I don't know.
That's useless.
Yeah, I stopped seeing the value in achievements.
It's been years and years since I watched Watchmen. Or Red Watchman,
yeah.
pardon me. I hated the movie.
I was okay with it.
Fell asleep during it.
I felt like it was casted very well.
Oh,
And
heck.
directed
Is there a
poorly.
problem, sir?
Y'all wouldn't have any spare parts, would you?
Help yourself.
Burn.
These dang rocks are too tough. I keep breaking my drill.
That rock is raritanium.
Let me look at that drill.
Master
Well,
mechanic.
shoot my dog and call
Yeah,
me
he didn't even
Santa.
use his wrench, he just
Thanks,
punches it.
partner.
No problem. I suppose I could take that rock off your hands, too.
Heck, here you go.
Yes. Raritanium.
I was expecting more raritanium to fall out of the gun when he hit it,
Oh, yeah.
because
That
it was clogging up the gun, and that's why he
Exactly,
was a
yeah.
good mechanic.
bomb factory is all done. Got everything. Let's go back to Poketaru. We'll give the raritanium to this guy. And then on the next episode, we'll go to this space base.
Well, we have enough stuff that we can do a lot more in a planet than
Yeah.
before it was just very limited.
Perfect! This is precisely what I need. You will
Stuck
bring
it up
me
his
more
butt.
Raritanium.
Well, what would you do with raritanium?
Serious.
Well,
That's
I
true.
tried.
Quick, Morty, put it in your anus.
Got the persuader.
What else do you do with important stuff?
I don't know. I like to bury it.
In my butt.
Well, no, I like to bury it, and then I come back to it at the end of the winter.
Yeah?
Yeah, like a squirrel. That's very squirrel-like.
Do you know squirrels only find 25% of their nuts?
Yeah, most of the nuts turn into trees. That's why squirrels are actually super important, because they're responsible for something like 60% of trees.
Which is hilarious,
area.
because they're just like, this animal, all its function is to get nuts for winter, and it loses
Yeah.
almost all of them. Oh, it's almost at the point where it's probably going to be like a couple foxes will starve if they don't change territories. Because you don't
Crazy.
see many squirrels there anymore.
No, of course not.
And it's just, that's what happens if you let an animal overpopulate a thing. It's
Yeah.
checks and balances, and they'll check and balance themselves eventually.
Yeah,
But
but
really don't need human help.
you're gonna find a lot of dead foxes. I also think
There might be a couple dead fox cub, like, in the future, but right now there's still enough that they're all doing well. Like, they fucking sleep on the road in the subdivision.
That's crazy. I've never
People
seen
just do-
foxes with that much like. Or,
Oh, man, I was driving the ATV the other day.
Yeah.
It was from me to you, and it just looks at me. What's up, fox?
Yeah.
Just looks up, runs away.
He's chill. He's happy. He likes to meet people.
Right?
He's a good fox.
Several of my dog sees it thing they're like weird dogs, and it
Oh,
just
yeah.
wants to play with them.
Yeah. Would your
dumb.
dog get excited upon
Yeah.
seeing a fox?
Yeah, it totally. Well,
Huh.
it tugs at the leash like it sees the best friend. It's dumb.
Oh, crazy. I saw this video of a dog playing with an otter. Because it was at a dock.
Like,
There was like
when
an otter.
people raise their animals to be like friendly and super well natured,
Yeah.
dogs play with anything, and they're just too dumb to realize it could be an enemy.
Yeah, like they'll play with a skunk or a porcupine or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll just jump back and forth and like try and deke it out and stuff, and the animal's
Yeah.
just like, "What are you doing to me?"
For sure. Yeah, what was I saying with the, oh yeah, the dog and the otter. It was crazy, because, like, the dog was super friendly, and he's like, like you said, he just sees something, and he's like, I'm gonna go play with it. It's another animal roughly my size.
Right?
But the otter...
It's a weird mutated fucked up dog.
Yeah, but the otter started swimming, like, up and down the stream to get the attention of the dog, and it worked. And so the dog was, like, barking at the otter, and the otter would swim under, and then, like, come up the other side, and then it would get the dog's attention, and then the dog would get all excited and, like, try to run over and get the otter from over there. And they were playing for, like, 15 minutes.
I bet the otter was just trying to get the dog in the water so it could drown it and eat it.
Probably. Otters are, like,
They'll
pretty
eat
rapey,
anything.
aren't they?
They'll eat anything, man.
Yeah.
Like, they're pretty messy eaters too. Like, they
Yeah.
usually eat crustaceans and shit like that.
And they leave, like, fish carcasses on
They leave
riverbeds
guts
and stuff,
everywhere.
yeah. But yeah, I don't know. That's a possibility. But like when the dogs started to leave, like when the owners were leaving and taking the dog away, the otter got like upset about it.
Oh.
Yeah, it was crazy. Like he kept trying to coerce the dog to come back, and it even the otter came out like up onto the dock, like it climbed up out of the water, and then I was just trying my best to say the otter came, or not say the otter came out of the water. So the otter came up onto the dock out of the water to try to like get the dog back.
That's
You know-
animals.
I know, isn't that crazy? Dogs communicating with otters and otters playing with dogs. What a world we live in.
Horses eating horses.